All right, Yashala, we back at it. We left off in 2 Timothy, 2 Peter, chapter 3, and it says in verse 12, we were saying that we supposed to be looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High. Why? Because let's go to Habakkuk 2, because people think, you know, like we read earlier in the chapter, that the Most High is slack. Where's the coming of his promise? Let's go to Habakkuk.
Yeah.
Habakkuk chapter 2. Alright. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and the Most High answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables. He that may run, that readeth it. Right. You supposed to be hurrying up when we read this to carry out this work. Verse 3. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. So it's for an appointed time. It's going to happen. It's for an appointed time. All right. That's why we got to be patient, man. It says, but at the end, it shall speak and not lie. All right. That speaking is when the bombs actually happen, when the destruction actually happen. You know what I mean? When those things actually happen, it's going to speak. It's going to speak very loudly, and it's not going to lie. It's going to be. You know? So it shall speak and it shall not lie. You know? Though it tarry, wait for it. See, you got to wait for it. You got to have patience, though. You got to have patience for this thing. We got to endure this thing. All right? Let's get a little precept on waiting. We hastening it, but we got to bear long. We got to do. Hastening means doing the work, man. You know? Doing the work of the Most High. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. Right? You got to wait on him. Then you get your strength renewed. Talking about the spiritual power. Talking about the kingdom of heaven. You got to wait on him. All right? Go back to Habakkuk. Chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, set up by the Most High. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? Because he gave his word. It's going to speak. It's going to come to pass. And not lie. He's not a man that he should lie. All right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and not tarry. Right? It will surely come and not tarry. All right? And we got to live this thing by faith, man. Because in the next verse it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Even though we don't see it coming to pass this very moment, right now it's slowly happening. And it's coming to pass, but we got to live by faith, you know, until the very end. Because the Most High is going to bring out his word. He's going to hasten to do it. Right? Go to Isaiah. Because it's going to surely come to pass. Right? Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be. Let me go up, man. Let's start at verse 8. Gotta read down, because we think we on the level with the Most High. He got a perfect plan. He got an awesome plan, and he works his plan. Whether you fall, whether they hear full bed, whether they obedient or not, Most High's plan gonna come to pass. His will is gonna be done. All right. Let's get it in Isaiah 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from the heavens, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, so it carries out its purpose. It does what it has to do. It bringeth forth fruit. All right, and maketh it bring forth and bud. and give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So it has a purpose. It comes down and it carries out its purpose. Verse 11, this is the key one. So shall my word be that goeth forth from my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it. So where he sent it? He sent it by way of his prophets, by way of his servants to carry out, to speak it, and it's gonna happen. He put it in the scriptures, he put it in this Bible, and it's gonna happen. Alright? And guess what? He's gonna hasten it to do it. Go to Jeremiah 12 and 1. Salaki. Verse 1 and 12. Jeremiah. Chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, Then saith Yahweh unto me, Thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word to perform it. Right. The things that you read and you see in this book, in the scriptures, he gonna hasten to do it. Alright? So don't fret. Don't faint. Hang in there. Alright? Though we in these last days, we gotta hang in there. He gonna hasten to do it. Alright? Because you got people falling out because they want things to happen when they want it to happen. Most High don't work on your time. You know what I mean? He got his own time. It's for an appointed time. But it's going to come to pass. Alright? He's going to hasten to do it, man. Alright? So we ought to be watching and praying. What's the times that we in? Let's get back. What time are we in? We in the last days. We in perilous times. You know? Men are going to be scoffers, proud, boasters, unthankful. They're going to be despisers of good. And they basically love evil. Alright? We ain't supposed to be walking in the way of the sinner. Standing in the way of the scornful or the ungodly. Alright? Sitting in their seat. We ain't supposed to be wanting their position and their status. Alright? We supposed to be watching and praying. We supposed to be continuously going before the Most High. By Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, day and night. Right? We supposed to be in His law, delighting in His law, day and night. That's how we hasten in these days, for our salvation is near. Alright? We got to redeem these times, for the days are evil. Alright? We got to be walking circumspectly. Alright? We got to be doing all these things. We got to be doing the work that our Master has given us. Going out there reaching our people. The 1/3 of Yasha'Allah, man. Alright? Got to bring that out. Alright? Because great tribulation is coming. You know? Let's bring that out too. We talked about the destruction, great tribulation coming too. Matthew 24. And let's start at verse 21. Matthew 24 and verse 21. And it says, for then shall be great tribulation. Salaki, start over. Matthew 24 verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. So there's gonna be great tribulation in the earth, man. You know, such as was not since the beginning of the world. And what's that talking about? Race riots breaking out, martial law breaking out, concentration camps, you know, violence all in the land, upheaval, unrest, civil unrest, which we see all out in the world, but it's gonna happen here in America. You know, that stuff is gonna be a reality, man, real soon. So that's why we got to be watching and praying and knowing these times, and we can't faint, because when we see these things happening, that's how we know our salvation.